Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Punaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadidamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Birthdays are more than parties, cake, and presents. They mark the completion of one cycle and the beginning of another. Most people, however, move through their birthdays without ever stopping to ask, what did I learn this year? What am I ready to leave behind? And what do I want to create in the year ahead? Today, I'd like to share a simple way to use your birthday as a powerful moment of reflection, intention, and manifestation. Namaste and welcome to the Spiritual Wealth Podcast. I'm your host, Alexandra Savitri Amba, Director of the American Reiki Academy and the Vedic Healing Center. I'm a Reiki Master, Vedic Healing Master and Priestess, and spiritual guide who has practiced and taught spiritual self-development and healing for more than 35 years, led pilgrimages to India, and studied with blessed Indian gurus. In this show, we cover topics related to metaphysics, Reiki, Vedic healing, yoga, manifestation, spiritual growth, and feng shui, based upon my studies and work in these disciplines. The aim of this show is to help you awaken, develop, and tap into your spiritual power in order that you may live well, manifest your dreams, and ultimately fulfill your unique divine destiny. This is a birthday episode. This is for anyone who is celebrating a birthday, has celebrated a birthday, or is about to celebrate a birthday, and that means it's for all of us. So this idea came to me because I have a birthday also, and birthdays are interesting things. We tend to think of them as celebrations, as a cake, a special dinner, a gathering with friends and family, and of course they are those things, or they can be, but birthdays are also milestones. And they mark the completion of one cycle and the beginning of another. So you are leaving behind your past and now stepping into your future. We actually do this every day. I recorded an episode and I gave this analogy. I don't know what I was talking about. Maybe I was talking about manifestation, and I'll have to remember what I was talking about. But I gave the analogy of being at the doorstep and feeling confused because you were about to walk into the living room and you had groceries in your hands, and you had one step on the front porch. So you were trying to navigate moving between the past and the future. Maybe that's what I was talking about. And honestly, I can't remember. But today I want to apply that same analogy to your birthday, because again, the birthday is giving you a natural moment to pause and reflect. So you are at that doorway and you are leaving behind the past year and the past years. And sometimes there's some sadness, and yet you are stepping into your future. So I want to talk about cycles also, because in many spiritual traditions, we work with cycles. Even, we look at the changing seasons. I work a lot with the phases of the moon, I work with different celebrations according to the mantras that are so dear to me. So celebrations that have to do with the different energies behind the mantras. And so we all have these kinds of cycles in our lives. That the simplest one is the seasons. And life is constantly moving. This is the given, that it is moving through cycles of growth, of completion, of release, of grief, and of renewal. So many of us move through our birthdays almost unconsciously. It's kind of like we get distracted with the cake and we get distracted with the celebration. But if you can choose to make your birthday something more, a sort of personal ritual, a moment of reflection and intention, and to consciously choose what you would like to cultivate in the next chapter of your life, it's going to make that next chapter very, very magical. So the first thing I want to say is to slow down, to not rush from the last year into the new year with the new year for you. I'm not talking about January, although that's a cycle also, to pause and really stop to reflect upon what you've learned, accomplished, and what you are ready to create next. The birthday offers you your own completely unique kind of checkpoint. It's like you're driving on a highway and you come to a toll, and the toll, you have to stop and pay the toll. And that's what's going on with your birthday. You have to stop, and you have already done part of your journey that's behind you, and now you stop at the toll booth. So before you can proceed into the future. So that stopping point is really important. It's really important to say to yourself, and this is healing. This is healing and self-growth work. To ask questions. How am I doing? Kind of check in with yourself. What has this past year taught me? We do this also, or we can, at the new year. But again, your birthday is really specific to you. What are you grateful for? What are you releasing? What would you like to create in the year ahead? So again, the birthday marks the beginning of your personal year for this growth, for this change, your own cycle. And I like to spend time reflecting on the year that has just passed, observing what worked, what didn't, what really brings me joy, what is amplifying my life, what has drained my energy. And also looking at the lessons that life gave me, and honestly, how I handled them and how I would handle them differently. Because a birthday is a reset. It's a time to acknowledge your growth and the challenges you have indeed survived, all of the blessings you have received, and to really honor the person you have become up until now. And sometimes birthdays, especially as we get older, come with some sadness because we know time is passing. We know this when we're younger too, but birthdays start to carry more weight. So if you are encountering that sadness around your birthday, instead, I want to suggest that you be very kind to yourself. And again, I've said this many times with manifestation, as long as you are here and you are still breathing, you are still creating. So be very kind with yourself and acknowledge all the amazing things you have created, and then turn your attention toward the future. You don't have to make a long list of goals, but when I say turn your attention, I just mean starting to really work consciously with your life plan, what you would like to experience this year, to cultivate, to do more of, to take stock of who you are becoming. See, in every moment we are becoming. And Guruji in India, my teacher, used to say that the spiritual texts, the Vedas in India, asked us to ask of ourselves 3 questions. And those questions are, who am I? Why am I here? How can I best fulfill my purpose? Now, he told me to ask these questions of myself every single day and to notice the answers and notice that the answers will change over time. So if you can at least ask these questions of yourself on your birthday, you are doing great healing work. You are doing great introspective work. Who are you? And see what comes to you. What do you write down? What are the phrases that come to you? And then, why are you here? Really, why are you here? You think you're here to go to a job every day, make some money, buy this, buy that, go to some restaurants. That's never why you're here. You are here for a much greater purpose. And then the third question, which is such a lovely question. How can you best express that? How can you express your purpose? So when we start clearly looking at these questions, we start really making meaning of our existence. And birthdays are also an ideal time for ritual, for really special ritual. So, my birthday I take really seriously, not in a heavy way, but I'm going to do something spiritually very significant for myself on that day. You can light a candle, you can visit a spiritual vortex if you want, whatever that means to you. It could be a church, it could be a temple, it could be standing in front of a deity. You could spend some extended time in meditation. You could do extended self-care, whatever that means. You could work with your journal, create a vision board. Now, in many manifestation teachings these days, I think people kind of put aside the vision board idea, like, okay, been there, done that. But the vision board is such a powerful tool, and not just knowing about it, but actually doing one, creating that vision for yourself. I also do this through writing, and you can write your story. Write your story for the future. Write what you are here for, what you are creating, and make it come alive. You can pull a card. You may work with a certain deck of cards. You might purchase a different kind of deck, some kind of oracle cards, many different types of cards. So whatever resonates with you, pull that card and look at it and really ask, what is the meaning behind this? Say special prayers for yourself, special prayers dedicated to your own well-being, and mostly sit quietly and listen. Listen to the messages that are coming through you, asking yourself what would like to emerge in the coming year, and see what you hear. Again, see what you, when I say hear, it can be see, perceive, feel, hear, sense. So it's not necessarily a phrase of words, although it could be, and really start opening up to your inner wisdom. So your birthday offers you the opportunity to take another step in the direction of becoming the you who knows who she is, why she's here, and is ready, willing, and able to step into achieving, and I don't even like to say that word. No, let's say expressing her purpose. So remember those 3 questions. Who am I? Why am I here? How can I best live my life? How can I best express my purpose? Once you figure out the middle question, why you're here, then, oh, how can I do this? So becoming very, very quiet and asking these questions of yourself. So the next time your birthday comes around, if it's in the future, don't let it pass by unnoticed. That's what I would like to advise you. If your birthday has already occurred, don't worry. Go back and just say, oh, all I did on my birthday was have some cake and have a little fun. Let me reset. Let me reset right now with something that's going to be more intentional. And so your birthday is either behind you or it's ahead of you, or it could be today. And I'm actually recording this on my own birthday. So that's why the topic was so prevalent for me. So use your birthday, use it well, honor it, celebrate you, your light, why you are here. Reflect, go within, dream into it. So use your vision board or whatever beautiful tools you have to bring your dreams forth, because every birthday marks the beginning of a new chapter. It's in one sense, it's a little bit sad because, you're getting older and you are leaving behind. But in that leaving behind, we are letting go. I've said this before, that that when we work with the chants, the mantras, they enable us to dance through life. And one mantra in particular I'm thinking of asks us to acknowledge the movement of time and to dance with that movement, to know that we must keep dancing and growing so we don't become attached to anything. That means we do not become attached to our past self, to any kind of things that you have lingering in your past that you feel sad about letting go of. To know that we must let go in order to transform. There is the notion of creation, sustenance, destruction, and everything moving through this pattern. We create, we sustain our creations, and then we let them go. So the birthday offers you the opportunity to notice what you've created, notice what's still in your energy field, to let go of what isn't serving you so that you can begin that cycle again. You can begin creating again at a different level, new you, with new wisdom, new experiences, and new light that you could only have gained through experience, through the passing of time. So the next year for you, for me, for everyone contains possibilities that have not yet been realized. They have not yet been written. What kind of story would you like to create this year? Put it on paper, put it on your vision board. Mostly just put it out there. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Om Sai Ram. Jai Guruji. Om Amriteshwari Namaha. Hare Krishna. Om Namah Shivaya.